The next one. Now, this one has to do with supply chain issues in the hobby right now. And the fact that, I heard today that Upper Deck had to push back the release date of Series 1, which usually comes out in November, is now pushed back from like the end of February to March of this year. And I saw a comment somewhere today on social media saying, Upper Deck has to get its act together when really it's kind of beyond their control. I think most people understand that now that the pandemic has had widespread impacts on supply chains. And the sports card hobby, unfortunately, is not immune to that. We are right in there, and it's hurt a lot of companies in the hobby, including the card companies who have to put out cards as the supply of paper and the foils and other inputs, I'm sure, that they use to make cards are stuck on barges or what have you. So we had a comment that came in, and I'm going to bring it up right now. You know what? Before I do, though, I'll just bring up a final comment. Albert says, anything judged is always questionable, from cards to figure skating. Of course. So let's bring on the next comment again, which has to do with supply chain. Here it is. I know it's hard to read, so I'll read it, but this is from Chris Olivo. He says, I work in the printing industry, and right now nobody can get paper because of the supply chain issues. We have jobs on hold because we just can't get certain stocks clients are requesting. We talk to our suppliers, and they don't see any light at the end of the tunnel for now. Every printer across the country is going through the same problem, so nobody is losing business to a competitor. The jobs are just being put on the shelf and are simply on hold until their stock comes in. I don't want to get political, but this is why the country needs to produce more of its own goods instead of outsourcing to foreign with cheaper labor. All of the shortages during the pandemic are a result that it's not made here in the US. That's why there are no new automobiles being sold, because that chip is manufactured overseas. So again, thank you, Chris Olivo, for the comment. And again, the reason why I bring up this comment is because Chris works in the printing industry. So he isn't just some armchair quarterback collector like myself sitting on the sidelines throwing out criticisms to the companies, to Upper Deck and Topps and Panini, Leaf or whomever, saying, get your act together. He says everybody's going through this in the industry, in the economy right now, not just card companies. And I highlight it because I see comments, I see attacks on some companies that need paper to produce products for our hobby, or other supplies, other types of foils and that are also also victim to supply chain issues, without realizing that there's nothing they can do. Do you think these card companies want to wait until they can get the product out there? Is that what they want? No, of course it's not what they want to do. So again, just highlighting it from somebody who works in printing to give us some good information from what I believe to be, unless Chris is lying and he doesn't work in it, but I'm going to trust him that he works in the printing industry, and we are getting information from somebody who is in the know. Now, let's go to the comments and see what you guys think about this one. Ink Paper Wax Collector says, hockey delayed again. Wow, just one series this year, it seems. Well, no, they've already announced the extended series. So there will be series 1, 2, and extended again. It's just going to be late. And we can complain about it. If you're somebody who likes to complain about it. Complaining seems to be rampant. Complain about it if you want. It's going to make you feel better. Complain if that's what you need to do. But you can also just understand that these things take time. We are in a unique situation still 2 years later into this pandemic. And hopefully people who collect these series every year are going to kind of just wait for them to come out and then put their sets together. And if not, fine. No one's forcing anybody to spend their money. No one's going to force you to open up your wallet. That's a choice we all have. I'm just saying I just don't think we really need to be blaming the card companies right now for delays in products being released. I might be wrong. And hey, if you want to, that's your prerogative. Go ahead and do it. But if I see it, I'll probably unfollow you, because it's just not the way I choose to live. Hockey Guy says, papers, foils, ink, print facility availability, etc. It's all exactly, Hockey Guy. It's all part of the issue. He says, bring back crappy OPG stock, right? Right, for sure, because I think the foil is a big part of it right now. Mark says, especially products like the One Touch. Yeah, top loaders. You think Ultra Pro is withholding top loaders because they're trying to create this false demand or something? No, they want to put them out there. But even they were challenged as well. Facebook user, anonymous Facebook user says, as long as the Canadian truckers aren't causing the delays. Well, I mean, that's relatively new compared to the delays. So I don't think that's the issue, but it's not helping the issue. That's probably for sure. Goes on to say, it's crazy to see all the older NHL releases that are getting cleared off my shelves with nothing new to replace it. Even US shop owners are thirsty for previous NHL releases. Good point. If nothing else, it's helping shop owners clear out their backstock, sort of dead inventory. Ben Mitchell says, how is Leaf getting their stuff out? That's a great question for Brian Gray. Ink Paper Wax Collector says, Upper Deck AEW is delayed 4 to 5 months. Hockey must be getting close to that by now. Lee Haskins says, supply chain is real. I cracked a rim on my car. To get a new one is like 90 days plus to order a new one. It's crazy. Definitely. Lucky says that Leaf paid a serious premium to get the stock they needed. There you go. They dug into their bottom line to get it out, and probably, anyway, I don't know what happened, but that's what we've heard. Hockey Guy says most industries are facing issues like this, which is no secret. I think everybody knows that this is across the whole economy right now. 2 family members work in manufacturing, and they have all kinds of delays and setbacks. Yeah, no doubt. Darren says maybe the car companies want to buy back some of our junk wax and sell retro packs, repacks for sure. Collection SML says, I understand the issue, but maybe Upper Deck needs a new approach. They need to stop giving precise date and come out with something vague. I agree with that comment. I said that today. I said that at the card show today, that really Upper Deck, your best course of action is just not give a date. But I'm sure there's a reason why they have to give a date. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure there's something that they kind of have to say. Maybe I could be wrong. Maybe they don't, but that's kind of what I think, because you would think that they wouldn't give a date because it's uncertain.